welcome to EOB Salon Talk. I'm your girl, Claudette Giles. Tonight's guest, I'm going to say, is Mr. D-Teck.
Hey.
How are you, D-Teck? Welcome to EOB Salon Talk.
Thank you for having me.
Well, cheers. Cheers. We're drinking here.
You know what?
Yeah. Listen. You see, he keep... Cheers.
Cheers.
Welcome to EOB Salon Talk.
Thank you for having me.
Now, I have been wanting to interview you or have a conversation with you for the longest time.
Well, you know, nothing happened before it's time. I'm here now.
Yeah, I know you do a whole bunch of stuff. So tell my audience a little bit about you.
Well, a lot of people know me as the director at A&R for Convict Music. Akon's former label, now it's an Iconic Group. I'm not involved in that yet. But
Yet.
I'm also a radio personality.
Okay.
I'm on
TV personality, don't forget that.
somewhat. Right? You know, I dabble in a lot of things in the entertainment industry, and in a nutshell, I'm a music business entrepreneur. I have my own label and media company as well. WazzUp Media Group.
I'm a little confused. Like, you just lay a whole bunch. So it just sounds like you're just a person that just about your business, about making your money.
Yes, and I'm about putting my people on as well. Because a lot of these things that I'm involved with, I come up with them to create a platform for the people around me that needs these platforms to go to the next level. So,
Wow.
for example, like my radio show, it could have been just me, but I have a bunch of co-hosts on there showcasing themselves, and because of the kind of platform that I have, it opened up opportunity for them on bigger platforms as well. And they said the bigger your net worth, the bigger network, the bigger your net worth, right? So
The bigger your network, the bigger your net worth.
yeah,
Is that it? Did I get it right?
bigger your net
I'm
worth.
going to work. I'm building my net
So, you know,
work.
You have some people that are scared of sharing the resources with other people.
Right,
I'm
right.
not like that. Like, we're in the same business. You
Right.
start your podcast, and
Which I'm surprised I did. But
I
yeah.
don't usually do interviews, and surprisingly, I'm interviewing people every week.
Wait.
Yeah.
You don't like to do interview, but you came to the podcast. I am honored.
So what happened is somebody came to my house
Mm-hmm.
and give me no. They're like, if you don't come, all your tires gonna be flat.
Nah, I don't think we did that, D-Teck. I think you came on the strength of family. Because I know, you came for the rum punch, though. You came to Steamhouse for the rum punch?
You know what? Let me tell you,
Uh-huh.
your rum punch is really good, but
But,
it's in the top 10 rum punches in the New York City area.
wait. So, ooh.
Let's not get into it because
Yes,
You
it's
know.
going to create issues. So,
yes,
so let's get back to it.
I'm a rum punch expert.
But I must say, though, I do appreciate you taking the time to come because I do
Most
know that
definitely.
you don't do interviews. You like to do TV appearances,
Not really. To be honest with you,
but you don't like to do interviews. I
to-
do know
I like
that
to-
you're behind the scene guy.
I like to stay. I'm all right. Let me tell you how I got to even doing radio. Right?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Shout out to my former co-host Kim Bremer. So when I got the show, I put myself on the back burner and put her on the forefront to be the face of the brand and the person
Right.
that everybody knows of. You know what I mean?
Right.
So the only reason I'm there is to just make sure everything goes smoothly and to somewhat DJ. I'm not a DJ, by the way, but
Somewhat.
somewhat DJ. Play the music
Mhm.
to assist, basically,
Right. That's it.
right? And things change. She got stuff that she has to do, and it's difficult coming to the show at 2 a.m. in the morning, and I couldn't let it go down the drain, so I switched it up. I rebranded it to not from Street Talk Radio with Kim Burma and D-Teck. I rebranded it as Street Talk Radio with
Mm.
D-Teck and the WazzUp Radio crew. Because I have a radio network as well called WazzUp
Okay.
Radio.
Okay.
And the co-hosts, the people that accommodate me during the show on the radio station, people come and people go. You understand? Sometimes you come,
Right.
you
Life
get,
change. Change is
yeah,
good.
you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So I learned that from
Mhm.
the first co-host. Things happen that you have no control. But one thing I know is that I could depend on me to not,
That's right.
let the show go to waste.
So you know what your visions,
Right.
you know what your visions were.
Right.
So you had to step in at that point.
It's a learning experience. So I
And
rebranded.
rebranding is good too,
Yes.
right? What's your thought on rebranding?
Well, it worked out for me because guess what? Since I rebrand, it's like I created a protection by saying D-Teck and the WhazzUp Radio crew instead of naming everybody else. You know what I mean?
Right.
That was their job to use the platform to brand themselves to stand out in a different way.
Right,
Because
right,
now I
right.
give all of y'all the opportunity, so y'all all equal. Of course, I have my favorites.
Right.
And, and like the main person that if that, there's a hierarchy. You know what I mean?
Right. Hmm.
But everybody has the same opportunity,
Right.
basically.
So you're basically giving opportunities
Yeah.
to up and coming DJs, up and coming radio hosts
Yes.
that wanna actually have a break in the
Even
business.
cameraman, like.
Oh,
you know,
even right.
Because it's
So pretty much you have a media production group kind of thing.
yes,
I think that's actually great because in today's day, it's very hard to find people that actually wants to help
right,
people to come up in today's world. So I'm the DJ, I'm this, and everybody want to have the cloud, so to speak.
I love sharing. I'm gonna tell you,
Sharing is caring. I like sharing.
if it wasn't for me being that way, I would be nowhere in the music industry right now. And even though I'm not where I ultimately want to be yet, I think that me helping a lot of people over the years, because I've seen a lot of people that I've helped and put in position, got into super big position.
Right.
Even though I haven't asked for a favor or anything yet, I know it's there.
Well, I've seen you work with a couple of people.
Yeah.
Give me some. We gonna name drop. I know you don't like to name drop, but when I met you, it was with Safari, the Love and Hip Hop situation. Talk to me a little bit about that. It's okay. You know what I learned? That it was okay to talk about yourself a little bit. I know you don't like to do that, D-Teck, but let's chat. I met you. I know you know through Safari, the Love and Hip Hop crew.
I'm surprised you know me through Safari because a lot of people don't know me via that.
Well, I know your other ways, but I knew off that.
Okay.
I know. Yes, I do.
So yes, Safari is a friend of mine, and
Right.
I support his brand
Where I see Safari, I see D-Teck. Yes.
a lot of times.
Yes.
So like I said, he's my friend, and he's at a certain position now in the music and television business. So, do what friends do. Support your friend's business, your brand.
And that to me is important.
Right.
It doesn't matter who, and I mentioned that for this point. Doesn't matter who your friends are. I'm not gonna. He's now who he is, so I'm not gonna support him.
No.
You support your friend through it all, whoever he is. Wrong, right, whatever you think, that's my friend. I'm gonna support my friend.
Yeah.
And I admire that about you.
And when they're wrong,
You tell them
they're
off
wrong.
camera that they're wrong. That's what we do as friends. Off camera, dude, that was messed up. But
not a yes man. See, I'm one of them people that I'm cool with a lot of people, but you'll not see me around all the time. Some people, become like bench and body. So I don't know if I'm allowed to say that.
Yeah, you are.
You know what I mean? It will never be like that with me because I have my own thing going on.
Right.
Understand? So whenever you see me around, it's support. You know what I mean? It's support.
You know what I like that you just said?
Yeah.
I mean, didn't mean to cut you, but what I like that you just said was, doesn't matter what a person have going on.
Right.
You're going to be there to support because you already have your own stuff going on.
Right.
And what I learned, I like stuff to be learning experience. And what I would love someone to learn from what you just said was,
right,
get your own shit together.
Yeah.
Get your own stuff going and support each other. Like a friend of mine always say, you fix each other crown instead of trying to pull it off. Your crown is coming. Don't worry about that. Just your crown is crooked, my brother. Let me just twist it a little bit. Your crown is crooked, my sister. Let me just fix it a little bit.
Right.
I love that when you said that. I had to interrupt because I'm like, I love that you're willing, because people are not willing to do that, to fix each other crown, to support each other, because you had your own stuff going on. In other words, you have a life.
Thank you. And you know what? I try to be the most resourceful person in my network at all times. So I'm the guy that you could call that knows somebody to almost anything you need, service-wise, item-wise, you know, advice. It doesn't matter. Like, I know somebody for everything, and if I don't know them personally, I know somebody that knows them. So I build a strong network. It didn't come overnight. I remember taking a train to Manhattan, you know what I mean, going to different events, showing up. I have my convict chain under my clothes, yeah, and then when I get it to the event, take it out. You don't know if I come in a Lamborghini, you don't know if I come on the train.
Right.
Shout out to Royalty Rentals, you know. Yeah. Support your friend's business.
That's right.
Yeah.
But see, in our community, what's lacking is what you're saying.
Right.
We're not quick to support each other.
Right.
We're worried about what the other person is doing.
Right.
And we're busy concentrating. Oh, so D-Teck just bought this new kicks, you call it? They still calling it kicks? I don't know. I'm thinking.
I'm gonna tell you, this is people's problem, right?
Yeah.
They try to make everything about competition. You know.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like this is the thing, right? I just came here. I met the mayor in person.
Right.
I had intentions of getting that mayor up by the radio station. Look where I can meet him at your show, right? It's the same way. At my show, if somebody there that I think would be of benefit to your show, I'm calling it, hey, I'm telling them that there's another show that you should be at before you leave here.
There you go.
I don't see it as you taking away from me because, you know, together.
We all have our own audience.
Exactly. There's strength in numbers.
You know what I learned from you today again? I like to learn things, as you could tell.
Me too. I'm always a student.
Right? So I always say, if you are the smartest person in your group, get a new group, right?
You need to change your group.
You know what I learned from you today? You shouldn't always want to be the smartest person in your group, but you should always try to be the most resourceful person in your group. So D-Teck, when you hear me say that, you know I got that from you because I'm gonna steal it. I am definitely gonna steal that one. I am not the smartest person in my group, but I'm gonna be the most resourceful person in my group. Why? Because I'm supporting my brothers and sisters. I'm supporting people that are on the up and up, because there's nowhere to go in life but up.
Right.
You know, and each one is a stepping stool. We help each other go up. So I'm here, I'm gonna pull you up, then you may be up here, and then you're gonna pull me up. And then, so that's how it should be. So can I just tell you, this is one of my best interviews because I absolutely love that about you. So thank you for that.
I appreciate that.
Now, what is your radio show? I know you do a lot of stuff on the radio with different people. Explain to my audience, because they're here for Salon Talk.
Right.
But let me just explain. Salon Talk is never about here. Because people just asked me that yesterday. And I said, Salon Talk is more than just about here.
It's about the conversations you have in the salon.
Conversation. The real conversations. Yeah. So it's about the everyday people. It's about the people that are doing stuff that nobody's actually noticing. Nobody's actually saying, yo, I remember when D-Teck used to maybe jump on that train what you say, hop the train. But now
I
look,
never hopped it.
you just jumped.
Nah, I was in my Metro card.
So right, but look at D-Teck now. Look what he's doing. He's creating jobs,
Right.
because that's what you're truly doing, actually, creating jobs and creating opportunities for other people.
And the funny thing is, nobody you see around me, I didn't tell them that, okay, you do this, you do that, you do that. Even my DJ, right? My DJ come there for a whole year, every week, and never touched the console.
Wow.
A whole year, because I was doing it myself. He was just there. I'm like, okay, so you've been around for a year, and you want a DJ? Okay, fine, you like a DJ. So now, you see that I was doing it myself. So now you step up and you want to do it. So it's your responsibility now, because you see, I didn't need a DJ. You know what I'm saying? We're going perfectly fine. I appreciate having a DJ. So if you're gonna do it, I expect you to be here every week this time. And if you can't make it, give me advance notice so I can get a guest DJ. There are many DJs out there that want to DJ on a legitimate FM platform.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw you way back. So, you know how you say that most of your guests are personal?
Yeah.
We've met many times, right?
Yes.
One of the most impactful time we met, and I'm going to tell you. See, when I meet people, they always leave something,
right.
or I leave something.
Right.
I try to take something,
right.
or I listen and I try to figure out who is this person.
Right.
So I remember one day we met and we were going to, so we came to pick you up.
Right.
We were going to a album release. I think it might have been Spice at that time. It might have been Spice.
We went somewhere. Oh yeah.
We were going to Spice.
In the city, right?
Yeah, in the city. And, sometimes, I'm the only girl in the car. So I'm sitting there listening, and we're on our way to Spice release party.
Yeah.
And we there. And I'm listening to your conversation, and I'm like, but we've met many times.
Right.
We met, at different places,
right.
and I know you through familiarity, and,
right.
The other half knows you. So I'm like, oh my gosh. First of all, I was mad because you were late, by the way, and we had to wait. So I was mad at you.
My apologies. You know who made me late? Your other half.
Oh, sorry.
You gave me wrong time.
Oh, you gave it the wrong time.
Yeah,
okay. I forgave you. Based
you.
on your conversation.
Thank you.
So we were talking, and you were so deep with your conversation that, see, this is why I'm going to tell you this, because I want people to know that your first impression is not always your best impression,
right.
but always leave an impression.
Right.
Oh, I could have been sitting there being mad at you being late, right?
Right.
And I sat there, and you came in the car, and you were like, hey, how you doing, whatever. And then you two just get on talking about business, and you just got da-da-da-da-da-da, and you start talking about business.
Right.
And you start saying, listen, in this life, and you start dropping some jewels. And I'm like, wow, this young man is deep. Right. I'm like, where you know this? He's deep. And we said, and we had this discussion, and Mac was like, yeah, he's a good person, da-da-da, he's deep. He does this, he does that. And I'm like, no. He does have his head on his body, even though, you take your way and you give a lot.
Right.
But the things that you were saying was very impactful. Because for me, at that time, I'm looking in there, and we were talking, I'm like, I think your age came up at that time, and we were just talking, and I'm like, this is all on our way to a Spice show. So I don't know how we get from a Spice show to the conversation we were having. But most people would be like, yeah, when we get to the party, such and such. But you were talking about business. Right. What you want to do next, where you're going next, you're going here next, and, oh, I got to make sure this is done. And for me, as a young man, because people look at young black men in the society and think they're not deep. Right. That to me was deep, because I'm a business person in my head through and through. I could create a business in my head in 2.2 seconds. Might not always work. Like I said, you got to fail at many things before you achieve one great thing, But I admired you that day because of the conversation. And I'm not going to say the conversation's on camera, but I don't even think you knew the conversation you were having. And this was one of the few times. Did I sit in the back? I don't remember where it was. But I was just sitting listening. And I'm like, And I never said anything to the other half. I never said anything to you.
Right.
But I appreciated your conversation that time. I appreciated your poise too, even when we got to the space. You know, because I observe people and the way you carried yourself, I'm like, most young men is like, but you carried yourself in a way that, you know what, I'm a boss. I'm going to be respected at the end of the day. And this is what I'm going to do. You know, so you live in your life where you're going to be, not where you are. Right. And I appreciated that for you that night.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for that. I like to tell people thank you because I've met a lot of people along my way. And I tend to be inspired by everybody I meet.
Right.
And people say, how are you going to be inspired by everybody you meet? I have been. I was inspired by you. I was inspired by the hustlers because you were actually talking about things you want to do and how you're going to do it. And I was sitting there like, gosh, I'm tired. I was tired listening to you because I'm like, how is he going to get all of that done? And I'm sitting here saying, now you're actually doing 90% of the stuff you said you were going to do. You're actually doing it. I'm like, okay. And I like that. I was inspired. Even because of your vision, I was inspired. So thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Now, what's new for D-Teck? What can I look forward? Like I said, what can I look for coming up? D-Teck, I know I don't care what you say. You might not want to say. It could be big things. I know you have stuff coming up.
Always got stuff.
Yeah. I need to be in D-Teck's head. What do you have coming up, D-Teck? What's going on?
All right. You see, let's say jack of all trades, master of none.
Master of many. He's a master of many.
So in my case, I have many different trades, but they're all aligned in a way where they support each other. So I have to be a master of all of them for them to complement each other perfectly, right?
Mm-hmm.
Ultimately, I want to have my own successful label, right?
Okay, own. He just didn't say label. He said successful label.
Yeah, because I have my label. Is it successful yet?
Not where you want it to be.
Not where I want it to be yet, right? And yes, I do. I like. You see, I'm the kind of person I don't believe in a 9 to 5.
Mm-hmm.
And I've never put myself in a position where
you have to do one.
Where I have to do a 9 to 5.
Mm-hmm.
I've never seen a W-2 in my entire life. Only 1099s.
True.
Right?
Me too.
Because I feel like if I cause a business to make 100 grand, I should get 100 grand. If I cause it to make 0, I should get 0. You should get what you know what I mean?
What you put into it, you believe you should take out of it.
I used to work for Time Warner.
Oh.
I used to work for Time Warner as a contractor, and if I work and earn 10 grand, I get 10 grand. If I did nothing, I get nothing. If the work that I put in worth $300, I get that. And I'm telling you, and I'm working on my own time, right? So it didn't interfere with me have to go to LA to do something. I don't let anything interfere with my music, right? If it's going to interfere with my music and the development of my business, then
you're just not going to do it.
It's not going to happen. You cannot pay me anything to walk away from my dreams.
I will say this. I love the fact that you have dreams. You have visions. But not only do you, because a dream with no vision and no action is nothing. You have the action.
And I know exactly the steps let me tell you, nothing that I do is in vain. You see me do something and
in their mind
it's
it failed. In their mind it failed, but in your mind,
what a lot of people don't understand is there's many different kind of investment. There's investment of time, investment of money, investment of resources, etc. Right? If I've invested a lot of time in things that you can, if I'm supposed to collect, I'll be a multi-millionaire for the things that
I agree.
that
Me
that
too.
that,
I
that, that
agree.
I have done with
Right.
my time. But
Because
it's
time
for,
is the most valuable assets you'll
exactly.
ever have, right?
But guess what? I may not have benefited from it monetarily immediately, right? But it has put me in a position where in the future I'm able to benefit from it in many different ways, not just monetarily.
So in other words, you're saying, correct me if I'm wrong,
Yeah.
for people viewing and for my young guys that's watching, your efforts are never in vain.
Never.
It's always a learning process.
And
it's always a next level stuff.
And you know what? A lot of people do things expecting things in return. I don't do that.
Once you do it, it's done.
And a lot of people will look at, oh, but what are you getting out of this? I mean, whatever the universe give me out of it, I'm fine.
Wow.
Not because I helped you make $1 million mean I'm entitled to $1 out of it.
It's your million.
If I put you in a position to make $1 million, it's on you if you want to pay it forward. You know what I mean? I don't feel obligated. I don't feel like you owe me anything, and that's how I live my life. And I can tell you, I have helped a lot of people and put them in
great positions, right?
Whether directly, indirectly, or as a result of my actions, right, or some kind of connections or whatever. Many people I can't count, but you know, I've never like, hey, you owe me. No, you don't owe me nothing, right? But you know, and I'm never disappointed when people don't pay it forward either, because these are the same people that's gonna hit you up back sometime down the lines, like, yo, you know, sorry, whatever, I can't help with this. You know, people rise and people fall.
But what I do think though is that we are too busy sitting expecting stuff from others instead of doing. We live in a society where we're full of expectations. I don't expect anything from you.
Right.
And vice versa. Like, we shouldn't expect anything from each other. If I give you a wine and we cheers.
This wine is good, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
Is it your brand?
No, I'm working on mine. I'm working on mine. I'm testing, but I'm working on mine. D-Teck.
I have an idea. I'm gonna share with you.
Not on camera, D-Teck, because you just revealed a big secret I have in my head.
You revealed it.
Oh,
I just asked.
He does that, by the way. But what I'm saying was, right, we gotta stop expecting people to walk in the walk that we want them to walk in.
Right.
Let people walk their own walk. You do your own walk.
Exactly.
And eventually you'll be where you want to go. We have to be concerned. We have to be worried about ourselves and stop being worried about others. Because if we spend the time we spend worrying about our next man, oh my God, D-Teck is on the radio this time. Oh my God, I saw D-Teck on TV. I saw D-Teck down the street. Did D-Teck say he's in LA? Yes, he's in LA. Oh my God, he's in. If that energy is put into doing stuff to elevate me,
right,
then I won't worry about what D-Teck is doing. And I think that's what I got from what you were saying. And that's one of my biggest things in life. I always say to people, stop worrying about what the next man is doing and do your own. Climb your own mountain. And okay, so they're on Mount Everest and you're just right here at you're just right here you're just on the hill. Climb your hill and let them be on their mountain.
The thing is,
you get to the mountain eventually.
The higher you climb, if you're not secure,
the harder you fall.
If you're not, safety first. If you're not grounded properly, it's going to be the harder you fall. So, you know, I never judge somebody's rate of success and compare it to mine. Like, you know, parents tend to compare, like, oh, what you doing with your life, whatever it is. See, this person by them house and them car. What you
Yep.
like?
Oh, you ain't doing nothing
You know
because
what
you
I'm
ain't
saying?
driving this car. Oh my God, but he driving that car.
And then while you sit down and speak to that person that have the house and their car, right?
But I have house and
The-
car problems.
Whole lot.
They don't know I got house and car problems.
You know what I mean? Way more than you'd even imagine.
I get that a lot where people is like, oh, you drive this, you do this, you do that, da da da. Okay, you want to trade? You want to trade? Because I have problems you may not have. I remember I went from renting a salon space
to owning it.
to owning the salon, right?
Yeah.
And everybody's like, oh, yeah, it's nice to own the salon. It's very nice to own a business, honey. But
Ownership is where it's at. I cannot.
It is where it's
something.
at. I'm going to encourage it. But also be prepared for the bills and the stuff that's coming.
It comes with a lot of responsibility.
And it's more responsibility.
Yeah.
It's more responsibility. You know, so I'm going to applaud you, shake your hand,
Thank you.
lift you up, and do what I need to do to help you up. But I promise you, I will never be jealous because I know with success comes work.
Of course.
People don't get that. With success comes work. You have to put work in. You know, if you have a rose and if you have a seed and you plant a seed, if you don't water it, it's not gonna
grow.
It's not gonna grow. And even if it grows, after it grows, it's not gonna bring forth that luscious roses that you thought it was gonna bring. I saw it in the store and it had this nice roses. They watered it. You didn't water yours.
You know, I was having a conversation with my mother a couple of days ago. I was like, Mom, you think I'm
Mommy?
I think I'm antisocial. She's like, you antisocial? End up on Reddit every week? And I'm like, I feel like I'm not social enough because, you know, I remember, I can't remember the last time I sit down and have a heart-to-heart conversation with somebody about something personal. It's always about business and whatever. And outside of that, it's like, I'm just, who do I talk to about what? I don't even have time to do it anyway, but, you know.
You know what I find?
Who do I talk to about, you know,
a therapist?
Stuff that have nothing to do with the regular day-to-day stuff.
A therapist, because you're a therapist. I'm speaking from a therapist.
And I'm that person that, you know.
Everyone talks to.
I'm everyone's therapist.
Yep, a therapist.
Yeah. People call me for advice all the time, and I give great advice. I think.
But nobody thinks. See, people, this goes back to what we said before, though, D-Teck.
Yeah.
It goes back to what we were saying before. Mm-hmm. People are looking at what's happening now with you and saying, oh, I hear him on the radio. He's this. Oh, wait. Oh, and your friend is Safari. Oh, yeah, Safari's there. You, in their mind, you need nothing. You don't hurt. You don't need help. You don't nothing. And God forbid you really need help and ask.
And they don't know, like, yeah, you see him at Safari. It doesn't mean that Safari doing anything for me. That's my friend.
No, that's just your friend.
And he's not obligated to. You see me around Dexter Daff, doesn't mean they're doing anything for me. I'm their friend. I'm supporting my friend's business. See me at Akon, doesn't mean that they're doing anything with me.
You're supporting your friend's business, and let me just go back to that. What does it mean to support? When you support a person, you're not looking for anything in return.
Exactly.
People, stop telling me you're supporting this person, but you're looking for something in return. Because that ain't true support.
When that person don't do for you as you do for them, if you feel some kind of way about it, that means you didn't do what you did from the heart.
I had a great friend, right? And yeah, I'm going to talk about it on camera. We're great friends. And I know her years. Mm-hmm. And it's one of those people that I pick up the phone and we could get right back on to talking like nothing happened.
I speak about that. Let me tell you. It's called a low maintenance friendship.
Oh, thank God for those. Right? Thank God for the two I got.
Let me tell you something. I have friends that I legitimately speak to once every 3 years. A year, if that much. And it'd be the birthday and maybe my
Christmas,
birthday.
Yes.
All right?
Maybe Christmas.
And not even. And it's nothing. It's like we picked up Like it's like we just spoke yesterday, right? Like we just spoke yesterday.
Because why?
And
They got something going on with their life.
yes, and not
They ain't
just,
worried about yours.
And not just that, like, you know, I don't think the quality of friendship should be determined by distance and time.
And the amount
At
of
all.
time you talk on the phone.
Because
Fool.
one thing I'm gonna tell you, your other half could tell you, he cursed me all the time. Yo, you don't even call me.
But he don't call anybody either.
Exactly.
So I don't know why
no,
you talking
but
about.
I must admit though,
He'll call you.
He called me before
Oh,
I
he
call
likes
him.
you.
You know what I'm saying? But it's not that I neglect anything or whatever. I'm busy. Like, yo, bro, if you need me, I'm there. Just call me. If you call me, you never call me and I didn't return your call. Ever.
Did I call? No, I didn't quite. I was just gonna mess with you.
I may miss your call. If I miss your call, I'm always gonna return it. And if you need me, I'm always there. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like if I don't speak to you for 3 years and you call me, D-Teck, yo, I'm in a jam. I need $1,000 and I got it.
Sometimes you gotta deal with your own crap anyway. You don't want to talk to nobody.
It's not even about not wanting to talk to anybody.
You're busy.
It's like, you know.
Plus, you're busy making millions, huh?
Google my net worth one time, and it come up that I allegedly.
I gotta Google it. Google it.
What? 1.5 million that I get from music. I'm like, must be Zimbabwe dollars, because.
Oh, I didn't say what currency.
No, I didn't. But
but that's the thing. We get caught up in those stuff.
Yeah.
Stop. You know, love each other for who they are, what they do. And I will tell you, that's why I enjoy this conversation so much.
Can I share something with you?
Uh-huh.
You know, I got my first tax ID.
Uh-uh.
Your other half.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So, yo, let's start a business. And I call it IRS. And I got a tax ID. I still got a tax ID, by the way. When you see him, tell him that that business is still
it's still viable.
Yeah, we're still supposed to do something.
Wait, am I supposed to get some? Can I get some money from it? I get some? Can we do something?
Percentage out of his.
Yeah, I'm gonna take. Yeah, can I be added to it or something? What's going on?
Get some percentage of his share. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that was that. Yeah, that was it. So, so what are you gonna do with that business? I like to talk business. Oh, so we're gonna start a new business.
It's not a business. It's a tax ID.
So tax ID means we going. Okay, meaning we're gonna hit a business with it. So off camera. Yeah. Why don't?
It's an EIN, not tax ID. EIN. You know, it's two different things. Yeah.
We gonna start a business. You have an EIN. Do you know you can't have too many EINs on your social security?
Well, I have 3, thanks to the other half. The first one was like.
That's it. That's it. It's over.
Yeah.
You can't have another one.
That's it.
You gotta get incorporated. We gonna have to have some business.
I have a company.
Okay, so we gonna talk about that off camera. Yeah,
right?
Yeah, because I need to know that other EIN. How can I get a piece of that? You know, we gonna start something. Yeah.
We could just
because we can't let nothing sit down.
Yeah.
We don't mind paying the taxes. We're just gonna make the coins to pay the taxes. Actually, wait, hold on, time out. Ooh, don't say taxes. I do mind paying the taxes, Uncle Sam. Can you take your time with me and all this money? I do mind. I do mind.
You know what? That's another thing too. When you're an entrepreneur, you don't get tax money back. You pay.
Back? What is back?
Exactly.
Meaning you get money back?
Hell no.
Can I please get money back
Let me tell you
one
something.
time? Oh, I've gotten money back before.
For what? Not as
42 cents.
Oh, that's not bad.
They sent me a check for 42 cents.
That's,
the state.
The state.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah.
I always get something from the state.
I got 42 cents from the state.
But I always put it back towards what I got to pay the federal.
Oh, no, they sent me a check for 42 cents. Actually, it was 40 lies. It was 32 cents, which was less than what a stamp costs.
You realize that there's so many CEOs out there and so little corporations.
So many CEOs.
And so little corporations.
And so little. D-Teck, I like that one. Yeah. So many CEOs and so little corporation. I love that one.
Yeah, because
everybody say, let me go do this.
I'm the boss of this and that. They just make some name up and they do not incorporate. They do not. Listen, it really just take you
D-Teck, we gotta pour some more wine. We don't like empty glass. Come on, D-Teck. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, let me help you. Keep talking, keep talking.
You mean rum punch?
No, we're going.
Okay, wine.
Wine
All right, we're gonna keep it wine. The wine tastes really good, actually.
Yeah.
Right. So, it's not that hard. You just gotta take the time out to do a couple things. Get your EIN. You know.
Get incorporated.
Get your corporation.
Get a lawyer and an accountant, first of all. It's okay
It's
to
so
get.
easy to do it yourself.
Listen,
It's so easy.
I stay in my lane. That is not my lane. I am not. IRS is not going to come for me now. I'm going to get an accountant.
And I never said you should file your own taxes.
But just do it yourself.
But you could incorporate your own business.
But you can. Yeah. You actually can.
I did it myself. The first time
you're smart.
I paid legal
you're a
Zoom.
nerd. You're smart.
I paid legal Zoom.
Oh,
like
so you are the legal assistant.
And I'm like, no, that's the first one. And I'm like,
first one.
Okay, so then I pay legal Zoom for this, and I pay for a registered agent, but the state of New York don't require a registered agent, right? And I gotta publish this in the newspaper, but if I don't publish it, it's all right.
So I could come to you to do something for me. Okay, I got you.
So why did I just pay all this money for this other LLC?
That happened to me too, actually.
So you know what I did? The next company that I did it myself. It didn't cost me $500 yet.
I'm gonna bring some experts on, and we're gonna have conversations because my experts is gonna tell you could also do it yourself.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna invite you to. Well, I know you're gonna be subscribing. So
of course, I've already subscribed.
Oh yes. Wait, how you do these things again? Yeah, I'm working on it.
I don't know how to do it either, but
I'm working on it.
I don't have a dancing bone in my body.
Me either. Well, no, I do. But this.
That's the Miller Rock.
I'm working on it, but I'm gonna get some experts on, and we're gonna have these conversations again because I need our young people listening and watching, and even older people listening and watching. It's never too late to get your crap together.
Yeah.
Trust, believe me. Speaking to the choir over here, it's never too late.
Right.
And go ahead, get incorporated if you never did. Have your corporation run a couple DBAs under it. It's legal. It's okay, and that's what we do.
Everything.
Write off. Have an accountant write off everything because I don't know what to write off, and I'm not gonna say with this new person in office. I don't know what happened, but we ain't gonna touch that till next week or next time.
I'd rather not touch that topic.
Yeah, we're not gonna touch that topic. Ooh, my head hurts. But D-Teck.
I don't even know what office you're talking about. But
yeah. 45. But anyway, thank you so much.
Thank you.
I could talk to you actually forever.
I could talk forever too. It's I feel comfortable.
Well, this is home.
Yes.
Feel free to come back home anytime you want.
I will.
It was a pleasure having you. This was
my longest interview.
And he said he didn't like to do interview.
Yeah.
And you see how long he's sitting here? He loved to do interviews. See, he just didn't know he liked to do interview till we sit and talk.
No, we just it's just let me tell you something. That's it. Like I'm pretty sure if you had a bunch of questions there right now, the interview would have been done already. Like written out. You know what I mean? But we're just vibing. We're just vibing. That's what it is.
Salon Talk. Yeah. We are having some. Do you know this is how we have conversation in the salon?
Yeah.
My clients get a glass of wine. It must
similar to the barber shop.
You know what? No, it's
different.
It's better.
Yeah. Okay.
It's better.
Because the barbershop talks is crazy.
But,
it's more ratchet, right?
No, you all are ratchet.
No, they.
No, you all. Oh, they are. But with the salon talk, what it is though is that women is looking for information.
Right.
There's a lady that came in, her husband is cheating, she knows, but the problem is she's having an affair with the girlfriend, so she ain't going. So we have no. You gotta come back. We gotta have. That's gonna be conversation.
So hold on. There's a woman.
I'm trying to get her on the show.
Whose husband is
having an affair, but she's also. So they're both having an affair with the same person.
The same woman.
So what I'm saying is that we have juicy conversation too. We talk about finance. We talk about relationship.
Wow. And
We
where
talk
do you
about
find these people?
their clients. It's everyday life. It's just things that are happening, and they're like, Claudette, what do I do?
So you're gonna invite all three of them on your show?
Uh,
You should.
ooh,
Ooh, we never thought of that.
ooh. You know what? They might not be willing to do that though. You would be
Do
surprised.
you think he knows that she's having an affair with her?
No, he don't know. But the two ladies know. Why am I telling people's business on EOB Salon Talk? But anyway, D-Teck, you do this to me. We're not going to have this conversation. I'm just trying to tell you that at EOB Salon Talk, we can talk about anything. Huh? Say again?
Kermit.
Kermit. But things happen, you know, and unfortunately, these are happening to real people. And I wanted to do this show because these are real conversations.
What happened to me one time?
Yeah, what happened to you one time? Tell me.
I took this girl out on 2 dates.
Uh-huh.
Only for her to tell me she a lesbian.
Well,
She said,
well,
I'm like, why did you tell me? Oh, because you're such a nice person. I don't know what it is as a friend. You know, you just could have just told me. You know what the deal was.
yeah, you could have told me. But see, I'm for transparency. I like when people are transparent in whatever they do. But
so every now and again, I'll call her. I'm like, hey, what's up, yo? You straight?
He's stupid. Yeah.
You gotta call and make sure your lesbian friends are straight. You know
Yeah, make sure they're straight. Yep, they're straight.
Just in case. You know what I'm saying?
Just in case. But I do believe that, you know, we're all entitled in life to live our life how we want to live our life.
Right.
We are all entitled to that. And what?
No, the wine is really good.
It is really good. Cheers, by the way. Again, we cheers a lot here.
Yes.
But everybody's entitled to their own personal choices, how they choose to live their life. But I do believe that you should be honest and open when you start dating.
Of course.
Don't date a man, you know, be open and honest. And that will eliminate a lot of violence and a lot of stuff. You know, listen, I love all people. I don't care who you are, what you are, where you're into, what you're into. I just love everybody.
Right.
Period.
See, I deal with people how they deal with me. You know?
There you go.
So.
And that's where we go. I'm not going to judge you because of your sexual preferences or your religious preferences or your political preferences. Even though today, I'm just saying. And today, let's drink on that. Let's take it. It was a pleasure.
Likewise.
And welcome again to EOB Salon Talk.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
This was great.